What's going on, folks, and welcome back to Sports Tree Limited. I'm Connor Roundtree, and this is the Monday Morning Wrap Season 2, Episode 1 on our brand new platform. Now, go check out www.sportstree.ca and check out that new website. Our team has been working so hard, just diligently, over the last few months to bring this to you, the last couple years actually, and we are finally ready to rock and roll and present this amazing new platform to you. New bracket challenge system, new trivia system, everything that you guys need, all the picks, all the previews, all the blogs, all the updates, everything that a happy, healthy sports fan needs is on sportstree.ca. Now, very last thing before we get into this episode, and we got the intro done, newsletter will be coming this week, folks. I'm very, very excited about this. Our brand new newsletter will be coming out. So if you're one of the hundreds of subscribers to our old platform, don't worry. That old beta site, we know that you guys were loyal. You won some cash, you won some tickets, you had a great time, you played the trivia challenges, and you played the bracket challenges. However, this new site is vamped up. It's brand new, so you're going to have to re-sign up. Everything that is just washed from the old website, fresh start on this new site. So make sure you sign up today, and we'll get that newsletter out to all of our old subscribers. And if you want to sign up, you can sign up for the newsletter on our homepage. Now let's get into the Monday Morning Wrap. Starting things off with our weekend wrap-up, folks, where we wrap up all the biggest sporting events from the prior weekend. And we're going to start things off with the PGA, and it was Ireland's Seamus Power that won the Butterfield Bermuda Championship. Now, our pick, Thomas Dietrich, finished as the runner-up, just one stroke off the lead. Tough finish. But hey, we still hit our top 20. Go check out our pick page. Look how beautiful it looks. And there it is. Boom, Thomas Dietrich. You can see the top 20. Denny McCarthy finished in 6th. Also getting us a top 20 finish. So obviously that helps. Another good weekend on the links. Now, in the world of boxing, it was and combat fighting, really, this was the weekend of Anderson Silva versus Jake Paul. Nothing really big happening in the UFC. If you're a big boxing guy, I know Lomachenko fought, but realistically, this is where the tea was. This is where the hype is. It's Jake Paul, Anderson Silva, and Jake Paul beat Anderson Silva via unanimous decision, then called out Nate Diaz. Say what you want about Jake Paul. Say what you will of Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva took a lot of shots, but he got put down. He's also 47 years old. As an MMA fan, it was awesome to see Anderson Silva compete again. He was doing typical Anderson Silva antics. It was just a lot of fun. What's the real fight? Say what you will. Jake Paul went out and won it. He's chasing his dreams. Good for him. On the Formula One circuit, it was Max Verstappen winning the Mexican Grand Prix and his 14th win of this Formula One season, setting a new record. The most wins in a single F1 season. Wow. Just dominating the F1 circuit this year, Max Verstappen and that Red Bull team. Way to go, Max Verstappen. Absolutely insane stuff. And then transferring over to the NFL, this is our bump of the week. Yes, congratulations to Max Verstappen, but Christian McCaffrey, the first player to throw, receive, and rush for a touchdown in a game since 2005, since LaDainian Tomlinson did it for the Chargers in 2005. Holy smokes. CMC has arrived in California. On to our weekly menu of sporting events now, starting with our appetizer, which is being served up by the NFL. It is Monday Night Football, obviously happening on Monday night, Halloween edition. It is the Cincinnati Bengals visiting the Cleveland Browns, and let's break down this matchup. Now, the Browns, they're not looking so hot right now, but the Cincinnati Bengals, they are. They've won 4 of the last 5 games after starting the season 0-2, but this is the thing. The Bengals have lost 4 of the last 5 games against the Browns, and they're missing star receiver Jamar Chase. So what I need to break down when you're looking at this is the proficiency of the passing game for the Bengals. Will they be the same, or will they be competitive without Jamar Chase? And then you obviously need to look at the run attack for the Cleveland Browns. That is their identity, and that is what they're going to do. They're going to run the ball with Nick Chubb. Now let's look at that run game first for the home team. 163 yards is what Nick Chubb is averaging rushing per week. That is absurd. He leads the NFL with 740 rushing yards. He is inevitable. Death taxes Nick Chubb on the rushing line, and just so you guys know, he's rushed for over 90 yards in 4 consecutive games, and his line right now for rushing is 83.5. That's what we do here at Sports Tree. Also, let's now flip the script here with Joe Burrow. Burrow is coming off his first career 400-yard passing game, And his line on Monday night is just 266.5 yards. That is his passing line on most prop sites. He is averaging 334.7 passing yards per game against the Browns. Even without Jamar Chase in the lineup, in all likelihood, Joe Burrow isn't going to take a step back. He still has his alpha in T. Higgins, one of his two alpha receivers, as Jim Coventry likes to call them from RotoWire. So he still has that. And he also has Tyler Boyd. Here's the X factor. Tyler Boyd. His line's 5.5 receptions. I think he's going to get double-digit targets. And when Burrow's been throwing the ball to him over the last 4 games, he has a QB rating of 133.2. Over the last 4 games, Boyd has caught 19 of 24 targets. Let's look at Tyler Boyd to be an X factor tonight in this matchup. Look for him to exceed that line of 5.5. There's another nice little look for you. The line is dashed 3.5. Look out for the Cincinnati Bengals tonight, and you can see our full list of picks and breakdown on our website for NFL Week 8. You can go and buy that pick package now, or for all of you guys that just tuned in, there was a little breakdown for you. Let's move on. On to your second course, your entree, if you will. Your sporting entree of the week is the World Series, currently tied 1-1 between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Houston Astros, and the series is now shifting to Philadelphia. A couple things to watch out for. Bryce Harper. You always have to look out for a guy like Bryce Harper. I think he could be a real difference maker in this game, especially as it shifts to Philadelphia. The first World Series game in Philadelphia since 2009. So look for that Philly faithful to get into this game and really impact it. However, look, Houston is just too deep. They have the bullpen, they have the starting pitching, and they have the bats. I think Houston's going to pull off this World Series, and everyone's going to be upset about it, and then they're going to kind of prove the point that, well, we cheated a few years ago, we're back. They're the Houston Astros. It's what they do. It's unfortunate. I'm cheering for the Philadelphia Phillies, but if I'm a betting man, which I am, I'm taking the Houston Astros to close out the World Series in 6. For our sporting dessert of the week, we're going to take a trip over to the frozen aisle, and it is being served up by the NHL. We're going to get this all started with our news and notes, and biggest news around the NHL is the Coyotes locker room situation, or lack thereof. The respect that the Coyotes are getting, or lack thereof. How is the NHL facilitating this? First stump of the week, folks. I've been waiting for it. You've been waiting for it. The inaugural stump on the new platform is the National Hockey League for facilitating this move to Arizona State. What is going on? No other professional sports team would allow this. Outside of a pandemic, the MLB, NFL, NBA, MLS, the EPL overseas, any league that has respect, especially when there's teams, cities clamoring, wanting to pay for a team, and they're, no, we'll just keep them in Arizona. Let the 1,500 fans have a blast. Embarrassing. Now the Coyotes are trying to make the best of it. They brought in the Doan family. They made it cute. But at the end of the day, if the NHL had any self-respect, like, this is disappointing as an NHL fan. Everything about this is wrong. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Moving on, Phil Kessel is the new Iron Man of the NHL. What? I know. It doesn't sound right. I know it happened a few days ago, but Phil Kessel being the Iron Man of the NHL is like the Pillsbury Doughboy being the poster boy for Global Gym. Just doesn't look right. Doesn't feel right. But hey, it's happening. That's 2022 for you. The Arizona Coyotes are playing in a college hockey stadium in Arizona, mind you. It's not like it's a college hockey stadium in Michigan. And Phil Kessel's the Iron Man. As for a league update, this isn't so out of the blue. The Bruins have lost just one of their first 9 games to lead the East with 16 points. Out west, it's the Golden Knights with 16 points who lead the way with 10 games played. Now, in those 10 games, the Golden Knights have allowed the fewest goals in the NHL thus far this season at just 17. 1.7 goals against per game and averaging more than 3 scored. It's a pretty good way to start the season. Folks, it is time. Here we go. Our first trivia question, our inaugural trivia question on the new platform, and our first trivia question for Season 2 of the Monday Morning Wrap to get you in to win tickets to see your favorite NBA or NHL team play live anywhere in North America. You pick the team, we'll get you tickets. Here's your first trivia question to get you into the raffle. Which NFL running back threw, ran, and caught a touchdown pass all in one game in 2005? We mentioned it earlier in the show, so maybe just go rewatch, give us another view, and check it out. And then log on, www.sportstree.ca, sign up, answer that question, and you are in to win a pair of tickets to see your favorite NHL or NBA team play live. We'll be doing that draw, that trivia, that raffle will be happening at the end of the season 2 of the Monday Morning Wrap. All right, folks, a few notes from our brand new platform here on Sports Tree. Our first ever bracket challenge should be ready to rock and roll for this weekend. The CFL playoffs start on Sunday, and the bracket challenge should be open before then. We're just ironing out a few kinks right now. Remember, go in, fill out your bracket challenge, and the winner gets $500. You upgrade your subscription plan, you get more chances to win. We'll talk more about that on Thursday in our show, Third and Long, our football show. We'll also break down Thursday night football and the NFL games of the week. Now, folks, we are ready to rock and roll. Sports Tree is up and running. Come along for the ride. We'll be back with a new episode of Talk Bird to Me this Wednesday, and we'll see you then. But, folks, thank you so much for tuning in to this inaugural episode of the Monday Morning Wrap for Season 2. I'm Connor Roundtree, and that's a wrap.